Good morning, everyone. My name is Kyle Escamilla, and I am the training coordinator for Aviva Select California. Thank you for attending our Learn in 30 webinar today, focused on streamlined processes and decreasing downtime with video from IVC. After the webinar this morning, we will be doing a short Q&A. Please type any questions or comments into the Q&A box, the chat box, or you can email us at webinar@california.avivaselect.com. Now I'd like to introduce your presenter for today's webinar, Jared Melendez. Jared is the Director of Channel Sales with Industrial Video and Control. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Kyle. So again, my name is Jared Melendez. I am part of the sales force at Industrial Video and Control. I've been with the company for around 8 years, and I primarily manage our distribution and channel partners, as Kyle mentioned. Some of the items I'll cover in today's chat are a quick introduction to IVC for those who may not be aware of us. I'll share a couple quick customer case studies and discuss how they're utilizing our solution. And we'll go over a demo of the Longwatch interface and show how we can integrate our solution with your process control system. Plus, I invited one of our software engineers, Leo Andrade, to showcase a new feature in Longwatch where operators can easily assign camera streams to alarm conditions. So hopefully at the end of the short talk, you'll have a better understanding of who we are, what we do, and how we may be able to help your business. Who we are, a little background on our company. We've been engineering IP video solutions since 2001 and are headquartered just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. Our core capabilities include the manufacturing of industrial video cameras, plus development of our own video management software and deep industrial video application expertise. What we do, so we provide end users a complete end-to-end video solution, generally within these 4 buckets. So process monitoring, industrial remote site monitoring, site security and surveillance, and personnel safety. So how we may be able to help your business. With video, you'll have a complete picture of what's happening throughout your process. With this video data, we help businesses by providing instant visual verification into their process. So this could be having cameras on a process line, cameras in hard to see areas, or streaming video back from remote locations. By adding that visual verification to your system, we're giving you the ability to automatically correlate video data with your process control data. So if there are any types of upsets or alarm conditions, we can instantly show you the video correlated to those specific events. So the combination of our tools with Aviva System Platform, we're helping companies minimize downtime with quick root cause analysis. For those customers, these are the key areas of deployment, starting with industrial. This can be anything from metals to mining applications, anything industrial. It's a pretty wide space. Manufacturing, examples are assembly line monitoring, process monitoring, might even be asset or personnel protection. Food and beverage, our systems are used in processing and packaging, essentially watching production lines, looking for upsets. Hazardous area, typically pipeline operations to gas refining. We have cameras used in wastewater treatment. Our systems can also be found on space launch pads in Florida and California. On to military and marine, these are generally government projects. So from Homeland Security to different projects we have with branches of the US military. We also have many systems installed on Navy and Coast Guard support vessels, for example. And finally, public utilities. This usually covers waterworks to electrical substations and a ton when it comes to remote site monitoring. So the manufacturer of both the camera hardware and the camera management software, we're positioned to provide a complete end-to-end video solution. Here are some of our standard monitoring cameras. We have models in both fixed and PTZ, so pan, tilt, zoom. They come in various power options. These are used for both indoor and outdoor applications. We have a full line of industrial, optical, and thermal cameras. Moving on to our software. So Longwatch is our robust software platform that gives you the ability to not only monitor your cameras, but integrate live and recorded video with process control systems. With Longwatch, you'll get real-time feedback and personalized alerts. You're able to document operations with instant visual verification, and you can quickly play back video based on process data by automatically linking with SQL and historical data integration. So you can easily retrieve video based on different identifiers such as alarm or event time, batch ID, operator ID, any type of activity. So I want to cover a case study and go over how we're bringing all of this together. We had a major US food provider, General Mills, come to us because they were having challenges with their production lines. They were experiencing stoppages and line failures due to packaging jams. So this was becoming a costly problem, as you could imagine. In their search for downtime mitigation tools, they contacted us. We visited the site and presented our offering to correlate stored video to their Viva historian. So shortly after, we deployed our complete solution, which included process monitoring cameras. We used stainless steel cameras fit for food and bev environments and high-speed cameras to capture their high-speed packaging lines. They deployed the cameras on a mobile cart to troubleshoot areas for 24 to 48 hours. They were capturing any production upsets. So combined with our Longwatch platform, operators were then able to sync and review the video footage to their Viva Downtime database. So this gave them instant access to visual information, and they were able to scan the video frame by frame to review the root cause for their downtime. So we repeated this deployment at other General Mills sites. We're now becoming a corporate standard for General Mills. Our most recent deployment with a site located down in Mexico with this solution. The next customer case study I want to cover is Bridgestone. So they built a $1 billion facility in South Carolina. The 1.5 million square foot facility produces 12-foot off-road tires. They had a retail cost of nearly $75,000 per tire. Because of the complexity of the manufacturing process, the initial production output was only about 16 tires per day. So careful planning was undertaken to minimize downtime. The combination of low production output and high production costs meant any manufacturing slowdowns could really impact their bottom line. For this application, the Viva process control software is used to manage the plant's operation. Longwatch was integrated with Viva to give operators and managers a more complete picture of what's happening in their process while improving safety, operator efficiency, and visibility into their production activities. Longwatch software also allows operators to manage more than 400 cameras, and that number's still climbing. These are mounted to process equipment located throughout the facility. Operators are able to see their process in greater detail and react quickly if a problem arises. So if a jam occurs, the operators can stop the process, click on the alarm condition in Aviva, and immediately play back the video that includes footage from before, during, and after the alarm. So video made it possible to increase production and improve worker safety. Longwatch has also given Bridgestone a powerful tool for operator training and troubleshooting going forward. So next, I want to move over to a demo of the Longwatch interface. Okay, so this is the interface where operators would interface with the software, access any of the camera streams, whether the camera streams are on-premise or out at different remote sites. What we're looking at today is our software interface called ViewStation Lite. We also have a browser version of the software, but this VSL, this ViewStation Lite, is a newer offering with Longwatch, and it just gives operators a little more flexibility when it comes to accessing your camera streams and creating different camera views. So I'll give you a quick tour of the interface, highlight some of the features. So over at the top left, this is where you would navigate to any of the cameras you have set up on your system. Below that is the view builder. This is where you can drag and drop camera streams. Here in the viewer, what we're doing today is we're simulating live views of camera streams. And above that in this tabbed area, this is where we're accessing all of the correlation between the video data that we're recording and your process control data. So I'll go through an example of where we've correlated camera streams to a SQL database, Downtime database, for example, and how you can instantly play back those streams. So going back over to the top left, as I mentioned, this is the navigator. This is where you can retrieve any of the camera streams that you have on your console. You can select those, and you'll see it in the viewer here. Now, if this were a PTZ or pan-tilt zoom camera, you'd be able to move the camera stream or the camera image using your mouse control. There are other things you can do in the viewer, such as a digital zoom, for example. So if you're an operator and you want to get a little more detail of a camera image without using the optical zoom, you could do a digital zoom, and that's what we're showing here. X out of that. As I mentioned, you can drag and drop other camera streams. So perhaps you have multiple cameras of a process that you want to view together. You can drag and drop those into the view builder, and now you'll have multiple streams. One of the things that we can also do in our system is, aside from recording camera streams, we can also record HMI consoles. So the benefit here is we pull the consoles into our system as if they were just another camera image. And what that does is it gives you a little more insight into what operators may be doing on particular lines or what happened during a certain event. So the same way that we record video and correlate that to process control upsets or alarms, we can do the same with operator consoles. So that really is just giving you a complete picture of visually what occurred out of my plant floor or my remote site and what that operator console was experiencing at that particular moment. So we have live view here. We can also access DVR function right within the viewer. So here you can do a manual input of time and date. Click submit, and any of the streams that you had currently had in that viewer, they're all going to jump back and go into that DVR mode. So here we can start a synchronized playback. So again, we're seeing visually what was happening, but we're also seeing what was occurring on this particular console. There are tons of features that I won't get into today, but tons of playback features when it comes to playback speed, being able to extract video from the DVR file and share those with team members. Typically, we record 24/7, but when some type of upset does occur, you're going to want to extract a portion of that video clip to be able to share it or review later. So above here, I mentioned, so above the viewer, this is where I mentioned where we access, or where we're doing the correlation of the video data that we're recording to your process control system. So I'm going to show you two examples here. One is the process tab. So this tab, what we're seeing here is we're seeing information. We're seeing tag IDs, descriptions, alarm conditions. This is all information that we're pulling from your existing database. This could be an Aviva historian, for example. And what we've done on the initial setup is we've correlated any number of camera streams to particular tags. So for instance, I have 3 examples here. The first tag is A19. I have a camera icon here that tells me I have a camera stream or multiple streams associated to this particular tag. So here I have a console and an optical stream. Whenever this tag occurs, you can quickly go back and review visual information correlated to that specific tag. Now, these are quick bookmarks on the DVR system to give you that quick access to streams related to particular tags. If they're not extractions, it's just a bookmark on the DVR file. So it's just a quick way to jump back and see visually what was occurring during particular events. So a quick way to run through your process, right? Run through any upsets that might occur. A quick way to get eyes and review historical video data correlated to those specific tags. The next thing I want to show is the event view. So this is the tab right over from the process tab. This is similar in that we're still getting all of those activity identifiers. So you can get event name, event time, description, comments. But what we've done here is we've taken it a step further where we didn't just make the correlation to that specific event. What we did is we pulled an extraction off of the DVR file. So these are clips that we've created that you can quickly share and download with other team members. So it just takes it a step further from the process tab where it created these extractions, these video clips that are ready to share. You can do these, you can do singular clips, or if you have multiple cameras and consoles correlated to particular alarms, we've done the extraction for both streams. So here you see a synchronized playback, visually what was happening, and again, what that operator was doing during that alarm condition. Okay, so the next thing I want to jump over to is if there are any OMI users, we've built a video application where you can embed video into the OMI environment. If there are any InTouch users, we can also do the same. We can drop in live video or recorded video into InTouch, into that environment. But here we have a new OMI app, which is pretty neat. We have access to live camera streams. We can manually take video snapshots, video clips, access the DVR file, have all of that information right within OMI. So this is something that users can go away from, not having to just use our interface, but embed video into the Aviva environment. So next, what I want to do is hand over to Leo. Leo is going to show us a new feature in Longwatch where we have it's called our video clipping. And with video clipping, operators can easily do the association that we've done here, easily assign camera streams to alarm conditions. So it's something that process control engineers don't have to be involved. This is something that they could do out on the plant floor, assign different camera streams to different alarm conditions. And I'll let Leo quickly go through a demo of that.
Okay. Hello, I'm Leo. I'm gonna do a quick demonstration about the software called video clipping. Video clipping has as you can see, a very similar interface as ViewStation Lite that Jared was just talking about. You're also going to have your process alarms and your event view, and you're going to be able to review the events. Click on any of the events to see not live videos, to see small clips about the event that just occurred. Now, about these events, what we do is basically we're gonna connect to the OPC servers, and depending on the machines that you're running on, sometimes you manage OPC. The OPC server is connected to databases, and they are sending information about the status of one particular line or machine on that line. So what we do is we are able to read these data coming from the OPC servers, and we can connect the data coming from the OPC tags. We can trigger clips to have a recording of the particular machine and the event that is happening at that time. So what we do, what I wanted to show first is that we can import data from any CSV file. So to make the creation of these tags in our software a little bit easier, because sometimes you're going to be handling I don't know, maybe several hundreds tags. So if the software that you're using allows it, you could export those tags into CSV files, and you can use these. You can use our software and the import data option to just read those CSV files and import the tags. You can do it easily from here, and then after you import, you can also view the data that you have. For example, right now, I want to see the tags that we have. This is just for a demo, but for example, right now we have all these tags in our software, and we are able to read data coming from any of these tags, and the configuration is actually pretty simple. Anyone can configure this if you go to the Create Clips page. So right now we have 4 different, we call them alarms. So this is an alarm that is going to be basically connecting to the OPC server, and it's going to be reading any tag that you have imported, and you're going to be able to check the value of the tag and trigger any alarm depending on the value of that tag. For example, let me just double click on this one to show you. For example, this alarm here, we are checking line 1, machine 2. You have all your lines. Any tag that you import, you're going to be able to see it from here. So basically, we have line 1, we have machine 2 on this line. We are checking for the down code on that one. I want an alarm if the machine is running, or for this particular one, I want to trigger this alarm when the machine is back up and running. And you can select any of the configured cameras on Longwatch here. So basically you can come here and just say, okay, if my machine 2 on line 1 is running, I want this camera to get a clip. And you can configure the length of this clip. So right now we have 3 seconds of pre-event. This is actually useful if instead of running, you select the down code for stop or jam, and you want to see what happened. So maybe you are going to want to do a pre-event of maybe 5 seconds, because you want to see what happened that caused the machine to jump. You can also define the post-event, and so right now we have it set for 3 seconds of pre-event, 7 seconds of post-event, for a total of 10 seconds. So we're creating clips right now of 10 seconds. And you can also add a comment. This comment is going to be displayed on the Longwatch interface with all your events, so you can quickly tell, okay, so machine, I don't know, the box assembly machine stop. So you can always modify these to whatever the you feel like is, the most descriptive comment, and you just click OK, and after that, you're all done. So for this demonstration, I'm gonna we already have a OPC server, a demo OPC server, and we're gonna be triggering these changes manually, obviously, because we don't have the machines. And for example, right now we have this machine, we have this OPC tag here. It's for line 1, machine 2, and right now it should be value for the down number code 100. This means that this machine right now is not running. So if I go back to my review clips view, where all my events are going to be shown here, we have that. So whenever you get a new alarm, you're going to see it here, and you're going to see the clip associated right here with this little play, this green play button. So let me trigger one alarm. So I'm going to change this one from code 100 to code 0. That means that this machine is now running. So we should be getting a new event here any second now. There we go. This is our new event at 2:27 p.m. So if I click on the green play button, you're gonna see the small clip associated with the event, and it's gonna be a 10 seconds clip. Now, as I said, you can always associate multiple cameras, and that's easy to do, Oh, sorry, this is not the one. You go back to create clips. You double click on the alarm. Let me do, this is machine 2 running. Let's do machine 2 stop. So I'm gonna click the another camera. So now we have 2 cameras on this alarm. I'm just gonna click OK. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna go back to my review clips. Go to my event view, and now if I change this value to 100, which is the down code for stopped, now we should get a new clip with a new event with 2 clips on it. There we go. We have the new event. The clip is being processed right now. We need to wait a little bit. There we go. Now you can see that the icon is different, meaning that we have multiple clips. If we click on it, we're gonna see 2 different clips, and they are both gonna be on the same timestamp.
All right. Well, thanks, Leo. I know we're about to hit the end time here, so I just wanted to thank everyone for joining. If you'd like any more information, personalized demo, feel free to reach out to your Aviva sales rep. They'll get in touch with me and bring me into the loop. So again, thanks for joining. Kyle, I'll hand it back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jared, and great presentation, both of you. We are now going to open the floor for any questions you guys might have. We do have a little bit of time here. There was one that came in already. Someone asked, can your systems integrate with third-party cameras?
So yeah, we can work with newer third-party cameras. Typically, we want to look for the ONVIF protocol. That's just a protocol that it goes between camera hardware and camera management software, just to ensure that there's proper communication. But the short answer is yes, typically.
Okay, and then another one came in. How much storage space is needed for the video files?
So we're generally recording video 24/7. So what we'd like to do is get a pretty good idea of your period of retention. So if you tell us you want 7 days, 14 days of storage space, what we'll do is we'll make some calculations based on the number of cameras, the resolution, the frame rate, and then we can recommend storage space based on that.
Awesome. And then I think we have time for this one last one. What communication protocols are used to connect to a process control system?
So as Leo mentioned, he did a little bit with OPC, but we use industry standard protocols. So it could be Modbus, TCP, Ethernet IP, but most commonly we see OPC used.
Perfect. And I think that we've about reached our time. So thank you, Jared, and thank you, Leo, and thank you everyone who attended. If anyone would like to review any portion of this webinar, a recording will be available on YouTube and our website, california.avivaselect.com. And once available, you will receive a copy of it via email. I want to thank everyone again for attending, and I want to wish you guys all a great day.
Thank you.